Alberta's Master Rail Plan is rolling ahead, but it comes with lofty ambitions and major questions. The province is exploring how to bring back regional rail service to Calgary, something that left our city decades ago. Jordan Canagan joins us from the southeast tonight. Jordan, the talk of regional rail comes as another major train project moves ahead.
Tara, as the province looks at an Alberta-wide rail project, the stop-and-go Green Line here in Calgary is moving ahead once again. You can actually see underneath that orange tarp a C-train car for the groundbreaking of the Green Line has been set up. That is happening tomorrow. So Calgarians know how difficult these type of train projects can be to keep on the rails. So how difficult would an Alberta-wide rail project really be? Via Rail trains last rolled through Calgary in 1990. The service was cut in order to save money, and regional rail in the area hasn't returned since.
And a lot of the lessons learned still stand today. Via Rail is very subsidized by the federal government as it is today.
And Cooper says any future regional rail service in Alberta needs major government involvement. The shuttered Via station still stands next to the Calgary Tower, chained up and covered in graffiti. But the Alberta government is now studying passenger train services once again.
This is quite significant, actually. And then when you look at how funding plays out with these big infrastructure projects across Canada, it's usually provincial governments and federal governments working together as the main funders of these overall projects.
Public sessions this week show considerations for passenger trains to go from Calgary out to Edmonton, Banff, Lethbridge, and more. And they are strongly considering high-speed trains as well.
That's pretty exciting to see. You know, I think a lot of people kind of get a bit pessimistic on high-speed trains, but I think Alberta's reached the point where we have the population, we have the commuters, we have the amount of people.
But specific routes and possible costs are still unknown, as is whether Via Rail would be a partner through Calgary again.
We certainly have had, discussions with Via about what their future expansion plans are. And they're very interested in our study and how we may be able to work together or connect.
And with Alberta's fast-growing population, the province needs to plan ahead.
You can only build roads so big, you can only get so many vehicles, you can only park so many cars in certain spots. So we need other ways to move people between these cities, and the most efficient way to do it is through passenger trains.
Jordan Cadigan, CTV News, Calgary.
So Alberta's Master Rail Plan virtual sessions continue tonight and tomorrow. Planning will continue for the next few months, and costs and timelines could come out by the fall.